Hey. I'm in that bin, been waiting to spin. In a club they can get in. All they got are their friends, but it won't help in the end. When that corner I been, waited I kick that. Touches immaculate, finna get a kickback. Long as I'm stacking up front, forward, center, ain't no left back. I'm a brother's keeper, you can bet that. After finishing as the runner-up in the 2010 World Cup, led by Robben and Van Persie, all eyes are on the Dutch to take the next step. Meet Larbi Bizot, an 18-year-old forward discovered by Pablo Mosquero in the Netherlands at the age of 16. Despite showing promise, Bizot made only 5 appearances for the New York Red Bulls. Fast forward to the present day, Sporting Charleroi has acquired the young striker for $700,000, bringing him to Belgium. Now the question is, can he turn that promise into production? And I'll be honest, you can't really tell much about a player in 5 matches, but looking at the optics, there's no one in the Belgium Pro League that should really stop Bizot from being great. Now, obviously, I'm not going to make it seem like their league is not a good league, but it might be a step down from the MLS. And that's not because of the country or anything. I just honestly believe they might put more into the MLS than they do the Pro League in Belgium. So we're looking at the league expectations, and we're going to now look at the squad. Obviously, I won't know any of these players. They're not bad, though. They're 60s, so you know it's kind of a low-level team. Looking at the attributes, nothing crazy at all. And I would more so lean towards the MLS just because they get the older guys when they come over, so they have more names. And it looks like he's going to get loaned out, or at least there's teams that want him. And what I'm going to do, to be honest with you, I'm going to reject it. Let's just stay here at Charleroi. They're not a great team. He's going to be starting in his first matchup here in the Belgium Pro League. So, I mean, what's the point of going to wherever the heck that was? I don't even know what country that was. Let's get into his first game against Zoet Wargem. That's crazy. All these other countries that have their own leagues and teams, and I can't even pronounce some of these teams. But yeah, why go and get loaned out to another club in Russia or Germany or Turkey or something, and you're already on a team that needs you, if that makes sense. And there was a thing I looked up one time that was saying, like, rank the soccer leagues. And I believe the top league obviously was the Premier League. Then you have like Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, League One. And then there's like a drop off, I ain't gonna lie. But where I'm looking right now, there's also a Sports Illustrated article where MLS is number 10, Portugal's number 9, Mexico's number 8. The top league called Eredivisie in Netherlands, they're 7th. The Brazilian league is 6th. The French league is 5th. Bundesliga is 4th. Serie A is 3rd. Premier League is 2nd. And La Liga is 1st. So either way you look at it, in that ranking, the MLS is a little bit higher. And in another ranking, basically it's Belgium right above the MLS. So it's all the same, to be honest. 8, 9. And it looks like he gets hurt here in his first game. No goal to show you guys. So he's out for the rest of the match. Very similar to what happened to Javi Chavez, which is strange how these guys are just getting injured. So that's not a good start to this FIFA 15 career. And obviously his expectations are going to change. And they're saying he has a dislocated shoulder, which I could see that the way he rolled on his shoulder when he got tackled. So let's simulate to where he'll finally get to play a game here on September 27th against Sport Lacheren. But then it's weird because on this other ranking, yeah, they have, I'm looking at it real quick, Premier League first, Serie A second, Bundesliga third, La Liga fourth, League One fifth, Serie A in Brazil, they're sixth, Liga Portugal seventh, Pro League in Belgium is eighth, MLS is ninth, Liga Professional in Argentina is 10th. It's kind of weird. I'll take the other Sports Illustrated article a little bit more for face value than this one, because there's no way you're telling me that the Championship League, which is the second league in Argentina, and is up there over Mexico and then Czech Republic. Nah, ain't no way. They probably looking at it like from names and who's in these leagues, because who is in the Argentina league? That's why I feel like most of their people leave and go play for La Liga or the EPL. Excuse me. Regardless of all this league talk, man, I'm just excited to finally get to play a game. Try to get a goal. Like I said, this guy has so much promise. It's time to actually deliver and make something of that promise. Because he's 6'2", 165, so he's a big guy. He's not like just a random player, if that makes sense. And I think that's kind of the fascination too, but like we talked about before, in this game, height don't matter, man. It's all about skill. What can you do with the ball? So let's see. And Larbi scores his first goal. I don't know what the heck his teammates doing. I don't know what that dude is doing. But goal number 1 in the books. I'm trying to see this replay. What did he do? Oh, he made a run straight through the middle of the defense. That's a good little strike too. Yeah, that's a good little strike. The keeper is kind of trash. That boy didn't even attempt. Like, okay, I guess that's what we doing. Man ain't even try. I don't know how I feel about that. Goalkeeper got to put a little bit more effort. But it's crazy though, because at the end of the day, the goal counts for me. So why would I want him to do any better? So here we are. And it looks like Larbi scored again his second goal. He's playing teacher. Oh yeah, it's just a nice little run right here. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Yeah, now the keeper tried to do something just a little bit too late, right? Barely, too. That's a good little goal. I ain't about to sit here and downgrade or downplay what these other teams are doing. I'm going to just be happy for what I was able to accomplish. Good job, Larbi. So 2 goals in his, well, man, that's the crazy part too. This ain't his debut. He got hurt in his debut. And it looks like it's the 90th minute, so this matchup should be over in about a few seconds. Yeah, it's over. There's nothing you can do. There's no point to run the clock. It's 2-0 in the 90th minute. Ain't nobody about to score no miraculous 2 goals. So yeah, it's over with. Besides, stoppage time is usually because of injuries or substitutions or something that took away time, reviews or something. It's not because we want to give the other team to catch up. That don't even sound right. One thing I will say about FIFA is I don't like how some of these other players look, like the ones we don't know. I feel like they don't put too much effort into their facial construction and their likeness, but I don't know these guys. So like I spoke about before, probably in FIFA 14, I don't know how they actually supposed to look. I just know I try to do my best to make my players look like how they would have looked coming from FIFA 13 to, for example, now FIFA 15. So kind of similar, but obviously better graphics, more to work with creation. What the hell was I about to say? With player creation. What was I about to say? Player creation. What that even means, I couldn't tell you. I just woke up too, so it's not like my brain is a foggy mess. Man, he yanking on his jersey. I like that little detail though. Look at it now. He's grabbing on someone else's jersey. So he had 2 goals, 9 shots on goal on target, and he had a 9.4 rating. So that was a great game for him. Made up for getting injured, which kind of sounds crazy, but yeah. Didn't get to score that first game, came with 2 in the second. So now we're going up against KV Court Ig. That's such a weird name. And it looks like we're in the Belgium version of some sort of cup. Like, you know how there's a Spanish cup there? It goes right there. So there's a Belgium cup. So let's see what we could do. We're at the bottom right. I don't know what the ranking is. I don't know what the placement is. None of that stuff. All I know is this stadium looks very similar to kind of the lower level English stadiums. So that's another thing that hopefully gets better. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. But that's another thing I hope gets better. I mean, there's too many teams in the world, though. You just got to kind of be appreciative in the sense that they even have all these clubs, because at the end of the day, there's too many clubs to get every single stadium right. I think they try. I think they at least get the colors right. Somebody might send in an image or something, and they try to get it right. So at least they try. Because I just thought about it. If they were to sit here and try to make every single stadium for every single club in Belgium and Russia and Germany, well, I'm pretty sure the bigger clubs, they already do it. But imagine if they were. Because some of these countries, if I'm not mistaken, they have like a second division 2 in the game. So, yeah, makes sense. Because they'll just throw this little stadium and say, hey, this is the smaller European stadium. Use that. And it looks like we got goal number 3. This game is so strange. You don't even see who, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see the celebration until the end. So here goes another run. Oh, yeah, he could easily pass that, but that was a shot. Boy, that was a shot. That was a beautiful shot. Got a dude sliding right under you. Perfect angle. Keeper couldn't do a damn thing with it. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. So that's his first goal in this Belgium Cup. Would it be Belgian? I don't know why I keep saying Belgium. It'd be the Belgian. Belgian Cup. Either which way, I think we're out of it. Because I think we just lost 2-1. So doesn't matter what the hell I call it now. We might be eliminated if I'm not mistaken. If it's like one of those individual knockout round games, yeah, we out of there. So me mispronouncing the name of the cup and what's going on, doesn't matter. And I'm not too worried about this team. I'm not too sure. I'm about to look it up real quick, what the trajectory of the team is for this year. I know last year with Javi, we got lucky because the team he went to was supposed to be moving up. So we got lucky in that sense that we needed to just take care of business, win the games that was in front of us. But now, looking at this, let's see what this team... I'm trying to find it. So yeah, we should be out right here in the round of 16 in a knockout round. We got a matchup here with a team that low-key looks like Inter, but their name is Club Bruges. So they've been at the highest level in the Belgian league since 2012-13. And so we're here in what would be 14-15. So yeah, this is the highest level. So it's not like, oh, they can get promoted or whatever the case is. Because I'm looking it up, trying to make sense of what we're trying to accomplish. And then looking at the honors, yeah, they won the second division in 11-12. And they've just been chilling ever since. They haven't won the first division since 68-69. And they haven't won the Belgian Cup since 77-78 and 92-93. So, yeah, they're basically just chilling at the top level, kind of just hanging around. Not much to really aim for. Like I said, the biggest thing is to get Bizot game reps, something he wasn't able to do his last 2 seasons at the New York Red Bulls. And then that's the other thing. It's not that he wasn't good. It's just look at the guys that were around him that were better. They still had a lot of the older players like Cooper, for example. And then you have the Javi. You have Coolwick. You had a couple young players where there just wasn't enough minutes for him. So let's continue to progress through his first year here in Belgium. See, now I'm messing up. So Belgium is when you talk about anything that they got going, but Belgium is where he is. So we're here in the 90th minute, and it looks like we win 1-0. Not really a splashy big game of highlights and goals for Bizot, but we won nonetheless, and that's usually the goal in terms of the reason we play the game. They got Africans and stuff over here in Belgium. That's cool, I guess. Inclusivity. Because I don't know if there's an African league. Shoot, I never heard of one. I know they do have good players in Africa, but what's that one team that's actually really good in Africa, bro? I'm about to look it up. Best African football country. I'm talking about Morocco is up there now. Egypt, technically, Egypt is in Africa, but let's see, top 10. They got in the top 10, they got Morocco, Senegal. Was it? No, Ivory Coast, bro. Ivory Coast. See, I be bullcrapping. Ivory Coast. I literally just said Ivory Coast. Ghana. Where is that team? That was, let me see, 2010 World Cup African teams. They had Algeria, Cameroon, Ghana, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Nigeria. I think Ghana was good, but Ivory Coast had the best player. What is his name? I literally could see his face. He was on Chelsea. Drogba. All right, so now we got a matchup against RSC Anderlecht. They got Yaya Toure, Gervinho, all from Ivory Coast. I think Nigeria might, no, it wasn't them. I think it was Ghana. That was like actually playing well. Was it Cameroon? Interesting. They said Egypt had won the African Cup of Nations, but ain't nobody watching that kind of stuff. I'm talking about South Africa made it. I remember they was doing all that stuff because the guy had just came out of jail. Was it Nelson Mandela, whoever? And then South Africa made it. Wasn't the World Cup in South Africa? If I'm not mistaken, in 2010? Something like that. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but it don't matter. Why the hell am I worried about them? I need to worry about what my boy Bizot's doing. And the craziest thing is his name is probably Bizot. And I probably should have Google speak, saw how what his name is actually, or how his name is actually pronounced, but I already been calling him Bizot, so that's gonna be his name, bro. I'm not even about to sit here and play with you. When somebody comes to America and they have a different kind of last name, we always put a spin on it, so we're just gonna call him Bizot. I ain't about to sit here. Bizot. That's crazy. I did the same thing with Javi, Chavez, like and Chabi, and I be messing around with people's name. Cause boy, Bizot. It's so many ways you could flip it, especially because it's Dutch. So it looks like we got a goal here at the 45th minute, right before halftime. That's a nice run, and we in the rain. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Because that looked like it went right under the keeper. Which is strange. It looked like it went right under him, or it might have hit his elbow or his rib cage or something and then bounced up. But either which way, however we got to get it, that's another goal that we needed. That is his third goal. I wonder what these boys be doing when I'm not playing and I'm simulating. Because, man, that's only his third goal. And here we are in the 90th minute, just getting the ball away. So that should be the end of the match. I don't know. I don't feel as excited watching Bizot play. I ain't gonna lie. Like he just making like plays, little goals here or there. It's not as exciting, and I don't mean that as like a slight. It's just, it's like it's happening. Games are being played, goals are being scored, games are being won. But then also, like I think I said before too, we're not really playing for anything. We're just playing. He probably could have did another year in America, to be honest, but for what though? Look at this damn fall. Like that's the most exciting thing that's happened this whole episode. Is the way he just flipped. But that's the other thing too. You can't keep him in America to do what? At least in Belgium, they gonna pay us the little $700,000. You know what I'm saying? Give us a return on our investment. He had 3 goals on target, 1 off target. I mean, shooting the ball for sure. But, yeah, this is better for him. Because if he ever becomes anything in the long term, it's going to be from playing these matches in this league. It wouldn't be from being a super backup. Because he probably could have developed, but that's the thing we always talk about with soccer is you need to play to develop. And he wouldn't have played in America, so this is the best option for him. And it looks like we're like 3rd in the league. So all that being said, great thing that they kept me and didn't loan me away to some random team because we're in the top 3. And that's what I was saying too is unless we win this, there's nothing for us to really do. We're not going to move up by being in the top 3. So He's getting some experience. He's playing in games that matter because at the end of the day, if you're a top 10, top 12 league in the world, that means you got some good talent. It's not like you're just playing all scrubs. They could have easily been like the 30th ranked, if that makes sense. They didn't have to be like 8, 9, or right around what the MLS is, and at least he's playing. So it all works out. Let's see what we could do in this game right here if we could try to score another goal. I wish I knew some of these dudes, though. Like, I wish I had an understanding of who he's playing and what's going on, but I just don't. I ain't never watched a Belgian pro game in my life. And their jerseys and everything is so boring. Like, it's just black and white. It's like what used to be black and white? Taxi cabs? It'd be yellow and then black and white at the top or something. So boring. Police cars, black and white. That is crazy how most police cars, no matter where you go, are black and white. So I like the universal, well, the flag is black and blue, right? Black, white, and blue. What I say is that I like the universal color. I'll be having these revelations and thoughts instead of just playing the game and trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see what we could do right here, man. Yes, sir. We needed a goal. Here in the 38th minute, we needed that. And right now, it's like he had the, what was it, 1 or 2? I think it was 1. That's a nice little shot. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good little shot. Surrounded. Keeper, ain't nothing he could do with that. And he's not even killing the ball. He's just putting it where it need to be put. Man, this dude got a generic Kevin Durant jersey on. It's just a black and white little shirt. Just a black and white shirt, man. And I was going to say, so this is his 5th total goal. Boy had 5 matches in 2 years. What are we trying to do? Are you trying to advance that? Nah, we won. It's all good. But yeah, you go from 5 total matches to 5 goals instantaneously. That'll help you, like I said, to develop and be a better player. Everybody's not going to be able to play 7 matches and have 7 goals. So that's not even how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it at face value that he's even just playing, scoring at the same kind of level as the MLS with way less bigger names. They probably get like guys from Germany and the Netherlands that are like, okay, I want to get out the country. That's probably who they have in this league. Damn. That's what I keep saying. Like, every time I look at the highlights, it's the yellow cards, like people tackling each other. That's the best highlights. It ain't even the goals being scored. It's people pulling each other's shirt. Man. Shout out to the Belgian league, though. Who's the best team in the Belgian league? Let's look that up. Best team in the Belgian Pro League. Anderlecht. Is that this team we just played? It might have been the team we just played the other day. They got 34 titles, and then Bruges has 19. Shoot, we played both of those teams. So they wanted us to get 4 goals on the season. We got that, and we're here at the end where we played 6 matches and have 5 goals. So we did good with all of our league expectations except the assists. And then, obviously, this is the big news for the league. Somebody on Bruges is getting courted. Like I said, Bruges has the 2nd most titles in Belgian Pro League history. That's cool, I guess. Anderlecht is the most successful. To me, I think it was a great season. Just for him finally being able to play and develop. Other than that, I mean, I didn't expect nothing crazy. And there it goes, the end of another one of my videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon.